Ooh, pit bull dog. Pit bull. Whoa. The sidewalls are all hard. I don't think we'll make it. Whoa, that's a relief. Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is Dave with Nomadic e-biking adventures. And today's Saturday, June 7th, 2025. And despite 3 muddy crashes yesterday, we're out again on the e-bike. Temperature right now about 74. Light winds out of the, I think it was the southeast, southwest. Heading up to the mid 80s. And this is going to be our final ride here in Nazareth, Texas. Sun is coming in and out right now. Man, I'm looking at the ground and she's nice and dry, but I don't want to go through what I did yesterday. I got the bike all washed out and re-greased the chain and all the things that would rust. I ended up with a couple scrapes on the arm, or not the arm, but both legs, and I'm pretty sore. Imagine a 65-year-old guy wiping out in the mud 3 times in 10 minutes. Yeah, not that young anymore. So we're gonna probably just stay on the pavement today. I said that yesterday and I ended up going off-road, so we'll see what happens today. Well, the rodeo here on the right-hand side started last night, despite a storm that just skirted south of the rodeo grounds here. I don't know what time they're starting today, but there's quite a number of cars here already. I think it's an afternoon, but you can see they've been dealing with mud. There's probably a good couple dozen cars up here. There's the rodeo booth, the announcer. I didn't hear the announcer last night. They said you could hear him, but I didn't get a chance to hear him yesterday. But there's trying to get the rodeo grounds all up and running. And I can see way ahead there, that ground is still wet. So we're going to stay on the roadway here. Now, all the way along here, everybody's been running along the in the shoulder, trying to run their mud off their tires, so it's not on the roadway. I can tell you just a little time that I've been here, in about a week, I really enjoyed biking around here. It was much better when it was drier out, because then you could access all the dirt roads, which were pretty smooth for the most part. But like I had mentioned before, this is once the water gets on there, and it turns to ice, basically. It's slippery as ice. You can't get any traction. You fall down. You're covered in mud. I think I scraped off about 5 pounds of mud off the bike and myself. Just, I don't want to do it again. Let's put it that way. But I would come back here in a heartbeat. I mean, I enjoyed milking the cows. And I say milking, I'm providing milk formula, powdered milk to them, mixing it up, and distributing on the side of the corral where they can walk up to it, and it's got little cow's tits on it, so they can walk up to it and get their milk supply. I'll put a link to a video, if I remember it, of what's all involved with doing that. Like I say, I do it once in the morning, and it's been right around 8 o'clock. 30 gallons of makeup, and usually it's gone by 4 or 5 o'clock, so I make another 30 gallons. And if it's not quite done, then you just fill up the container till it hits 30 gallons again. And I feed them grains and pellets once in the morning. I got 3 doggies that are outside dogs. They come in the garage in the evening. They're really good. I think this is, God, you know, I'm tempted to try going on a, I know there's some wet spots out here. Of course, riding on the highway here is not bad at all. I mean, it's probably busy today because everybody's going to be going to the rodeo and heading to Mass this evening. But other than that, I mean, there's one car every 10 minutes comes another one. And they've been all real good about swinging out wide to stay away. And I mean, I got my high-vis shirt on. I got strobe lights on the front and the back. So, yeah, not too bad. Yeah, well, this is a big difference coming from Chicago, where I was biking down there, where the population is getting pretty close to 3 million, and where the population in Nazareth is 310. So it's nice coming around doing some biking in the rural Panhandle, Texas area. We're only like an hour away from New Mexico border. There's still a lot of standing water. And all it takes is 50 feet of muddy trail and down you go. See, like this guy, he swung out way out the outside. Good job. I mean, as long as you got the real estate to swing out wide, do it. Like I say, I have not seen another e-bike around here. So this whole deal of riding an e-bike out in the rural area gets a lot of double takes. And the cows, they do a triple take. I said, what the heck is that? Here's where I came in last night, or last time, after I wiped out twice. A lot of water out there yet. My tennis shoes are thoroughly soaked, so I've got my new tennis shoes on that were an early Father's Day gift for my daughter and grandkids and son-in-law. So it's going to get warm in the next few days. I think I saw the temperatures were going to start creeping into the 90s. But you're not going to get the high humidity like you would in other areas to the south. Yeah, I do like riding these dirt roads around here versus gravel. Now I can understand why they got gravel to some of these farms. I think that's the farm right way out there that has gravel access up to their farm, and then it drops off the dirt road again. Who knows, I may be back. Yeah, I've had enough of the dirt roads. If it was an extended drying spell, I would probably go on it, but after yesterday, I just don't want to deal with it. still don't know what those are. I think there's some type of scratching post for the horses, so they like rubbing up against stuff to kind of take care of their itches. But it's nice being back in Texas. Where are we going tomorrow, you say? Well, tomorrow we head to Dallas. Dallas is about a 4.5 hour ride to the east. And I just happened to pick up that house sit from the 8th to 11th at the last minute, because the guy had a death in the family and he needed somebody, so it's perfect. That saves me 3 nights of lodging. That's $300 extra on average. And I'm not one to stay at high ritzy hotels. I mean, just give me a bed that's good to sleep in at night and I'll be happy. Which is, you know, I've been getting them from anywhere from 60 to 75 bucks a night. Plus tax brings it right around 100. Yeah, my legs and torso are sore. No bruises. I think mostly I was trying to kick my feet out. And that first one almost landed me in the water, and I was inches away from the water on that one. Yeah, we'll take a little tour of Nazareth one more time, and I think we'll just stay on the roadway. I'll be happy with that. I'm glad I came here a couple days early to experience the dirt roads. Most of them are pretty good shape. You know, it's just a couple of those that are in the low areas, or if they've got inundated with water. Like this ditch here is still going over these guys' driveway. So you got to go across water to get into their house. This guy doesn't have it too bad. Surveying his home. Well, I wish it was drier out so I could take some of these roads. Yeah, and out here you don't have a very clean car. My car is parked in the garage and it's still got muddy. How to get muddy? From the dogs. They were rubbing up against the side of the car. Nazareth, no signals, traffic signals. Yeah, I think we'll turn down this way. Down to the end where the RV park is. Ooh, man, I need to apply my brakes a little bit more. I think I sprayed the gears, and it's a good thing I don't have to slam on the brakes too often. There's some nice homes in here. They're all brick. Oh. Concrete driveway they just finished pouring the other day. Speed hump. Need to dry off my rotors. Let's see. That's the high school. This is a community hall. They had a band playing here after the rodeo last night, and I think they got another one tonight. It's kind of a neat deal. Normally we'd keep on going straight and go out on the heck, we probably could. I mean, it was pretty decent shape. David, don't think about it. Don't get yourself into trouble like you did yesterday. He's looking at it. He says, "What the hell is that?" See, cars at the church. I wonder if they got a wedding going on. Hear they chatter around town and says, "Hey, did you see that guy riding the e-bike in town? Who is he new? Did he move here or what?" I don't know. This street has a lot of golf carts, or side-by-sides. House is still for sale. I wonder how much it is. Here's this little choke and puke. I think it's only open during the weekdays. It's closed today. Downtown is buzzing with excitement this morning, this afternoon. Everybody heading to the post office to get their mail. Some people are getting essentials. Some people are getting this and that and the other. Hi there. Hi. It's the police station, City Hall. Well, there definitely is something going on at the church. Even Texas Parks and Wildlife is here. Well, don't swing around and hit me. 12:30. Oh, there's a... Alright, we're gonna go back on the dirt trail. So yeah, you can't trust me. I changed my mind just like that. We're gonna, this first section, we're gonna take that till we turn off and avoid that road that's already closed. That we had no problem with yesterday. It was that point after that where we ran into the stay straight because that looks a little wet there. This part, I noticed this yesterday, this road dries up really good because it's already got cracks in it, cracks in the soil. Look, there's my bike track from yesterday. I just like these roads because they're nice and they're smooth. There's no potholes or washboards. Look at the cows are running away. Here comes that crazy e-biker again. Run away! It's an e-biker. Run away! Run away! E-bike. You guys better get up. There's an e-bike coming. Now this is that one part that's a caliche road. But I saw up ahead there's some trucks that came out of that farm, and they turned right onto the dirt road. There's the cone in the road signifying a road closed. So I know I can turn where everybody else turns here. Yesterday we went around that way, and that's where we got into trouble. This one seems to be pretty good. Back to the highway. This is kind of a caliche roadway. Those are feed bones for feeding the livestock. And see, now this is what I don't like about gravel roads. I mean, there's a lot of washboarding, and there's little potholes that pop up out of nowhere, but they're dependable roadways for when it gets muddy and wet out, as they pack down so hard. very, very hard, and you can get in and out. And the other thing you need to watch for is sharp rocks. They can slice your tire. I think I'm going to try going across the highway to the roadway I took that's east and west. I know I can't go all the way down to the end because yesterday at the beginning of the ride we ran into a water crossing. So if I cut over just before that, I think I'll be okay. That's assuming we don't run into any problems. Alright, traffic. Looking to the left, looking to the right, nothing in sight. See, I think this should be fine here. Famous last words. Oh, there's a doggy up here. Uh-oh, he sees me. Two dogs. Two doggies. They're not barking. Oh, now they are. Ooh, pit bull dog. Pit bull. Whoa. That shows. Oh no. And it looks like water. Oh no. Shit. Now let's take a gander and see what it looks like. Lots of water on both sides. And this might have been a mistake. rooster tailing all the way through there. Actually, it doesn't look too bad if I stay in his tracks. It's a long way to go though. Brand new shoes. The sidewalls are all hard. Well, I think we'll make it. Whoa, that's a relief. I didn't want to go back after those dogs. You're not through the woods yet, Dave. Got a couple more patches here. But you can tell this water was over the road. There's debris. Ooh, that's deep ruts. But it's pretty dry for the most part. Let's get up on the side here. I think where this power line is coming up, that's where I'm going to be turning left. Stop and get a drink. See if the cows do anything. It's an e-bike.
Want to travel the country without paying for hotels or rent? House sitting lets you stay in beautiful homes and ranches for free while caring for pets and livestock. I'm currently experiencing staying on a working ranch with 8 horses, 22 calves, and of course 3 dogs in Nazareth, Texas for free. And I'll show you how can be a cowboy or ranch hand by showing you how to exactly find house sits like this and how to get started. My free house sitting starter guide walks you through setting up your profile, landing your first house sit, and unlocking a life of travel on a budget. Link is in the description or scan the QR code now. Grab your free copy now and start house sitting today.
All right. Let's see what this roadway looks like. tires have kicked up some dirt, but I think that might be from yesterday because the roadway in general is pretty dry. But I'm going to stay in the one of the marks. Well, it looks like there's cattle that run back and forth. Maybe that line the electric line got cut or something. I think if we can make it down about 2 miles, and then turn left, and that'll take us back to the Highway 86. I just needed to get out on the dirt roads again, because they aren't pretty nice. See, I think that's what happened to me yesterday. I got off the track and the side, right now this is all dry. But yesterday it was all wet underneath. It was just the top crust was dry, and underneath it was like ice, like black ice. See, if you just look at it, you think, oh my God, it's got to be all terrible. But that's, I think, from a day ago when people went through here while it was still kind of wet. Because off to the side here, I mean, this is probably where I'll hang out unless I see some water on the roadway. I do see some water way down there. It sure looks like it could be a mirage too. You get a lot of mirages out here. It sure looked like water to me for a second. We got maybe about a mile to go, so well, would that be something we had to turn around and go back? I think that was a mirage. There's only been like 2 or maybe 3 cars or trucks that have gone through here since the rain. Stay in the tracks on this one. Kind of looks wetter. It's darker than the most. See out here, I mean, there's a big power bulk station. But other than that, I don't see any farmhouses until you get back up to the highway there. Supposed to turn here, but I see a big patch of water up ahead. I don't know if that goes into the roadway. But we can't get back if we keep on going straight, because that runs in that little patch. This should be pretty good, because I mean, this is a main entrance to get to that electrical substation there. And you know they need the road to be in pretty good shape to get over there if they have to. Yeah, this is all caliche too, so that's probably a good deal there. So I think we should be good to get back to the highway. Got one farm to go by, see if they got dogs. That's all we need now, is not to get bit. So this is where all the water is supposed to flow to. All these little retaining areas. You see all the killdeer in the roadway. They lay their eggs right in the road. I mean, you can stand right on top of an egg and not even see it. It just looks like a pebble. And they'll purposely try to get you to run away from where the egg is. Well, at least I don't see no dogs sitting in the roadway waiting for me. They can probably hear me coming. And there's the highway. never understand why some of these houses have a separate driveway to get to their house. Alright, well that wasn't too bad. I mean, if I really wanted to chance it, I could keep on going that way and come in through the back door. I really can't remember if there's any low spots. Oh, if there is, we'll just come back. Just go this way. We haven't been down this road yet. And it's going uphill, which is a good deal. If it was going over downhill, it could be a low spot. So we'll go up here about a mile. Over there to the left is where we started coming around yesterday, and that's where we took a dump. A big time dump. So there's our house way in the distance there. And they're probably... Alright, I got the GoPros refreshed with new batteries. 15.6 miles so far, 1 hour on the seat. No minutes in the mud. So I think we'll be turning up here by this barn to the right. Maybe a little bit further. I see a pickup truck and a ATV on it coming out from that barn. He's probably wondering, what the fuck, who the hell's riding a bike out here? He's gonna come here and investigate. Actually, he's gonna pull over to this side because he's probably got to close his gate. How you doing? Hopefully he was not telling me not to go down this way. I hope there's no muddy crossings coming up. Over there, that's where kind of goes downhill, and that's where we found trouble yesterday. Actually, we wiped out twice on that road. Once when we were trying to go up it, where that 4x4 stopped and reversed to get out of there, and we kept on going, and we slipped and slid in over. And then when I turned around and started to go back out, I dumped it again, like about 50 feet from where I just had dumped it earlier. All right, so let's see what here. This is, I believe, where we're turning. And Definitely not that way, because you can tell nobody's been there. Which is fine. Stampede! It's a stampede! Run away! It's an e-bike! Let's get the hell out of here! Well, it's drying up, they're kicking up dust. Just to kick up all their brothers and sisters. Keep an eye on where I'm going. There's our house right there, straight ahead, or off to the side at 2 o'clock. These are all their cattle, I believe. Pretty good. see one spot that might give me problems. Definitely looks wet. Definitely looks wet. I'm just thinking, should I head over to the side there? Last time I did that, I wiped out. If I stay in the ruts here, I might not make it. Ugh. 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 Oh no. Shit. Damn it. I can't run in the ditch. This is what I was afraid of. I'm gonna try to get off. I know I can't ride across this because it's probably gonna be too wet. Get it across, but I picked up some mud on my shoes. But I'm not laying on my ass. Hopefully that's the end of that. And I gotta change my battery. These are where all the bowls are now. That's just a lot of bull. Each one of those guys weighs either 1,500 to 2,000 pounds. All right, we're not too far away. Boy, I tell you, it's getting harder and harder to swing my leg over. All right. Still pretty sore from yesterday. Well, I hope see another dark spot up by that farm, but it may be just the roadway and maybe the cloud cover. Ooh, I may be back. It's gonna go on here. This don't look bad here. We got one little patch. I think we keep up high here. Keep up high here. It's definitely a little bit wetter. And one more sloppy part, and I think we got her taken care of. One more area to go through. I think that should be good. How you doing? All right, I think we're home free now. There's all my calves that I just fed. They're all laying down. Did you guys get enough to eat? Huh? Come back at 5 o'clock for some more milk, okay? Adios. There's the horsies. They're all doing good. You guys doing okay? Alright guys, well that's going to wrap it up for Nazareth, Texas. Appreciate you coming along, and until next time in Dallas. Adios. Hi guys. Ollie. Ozzy.